see what we got as far as wheel spins going today. I'll take a big wad of cash. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that Mitsubishi EVO VI. What? Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and as you guys see, we just won another Forza Horizon wheel spin prize. So in this one, I'm thinking with our new Mitsubishi EVO VI that we do a little bit of a rally build. What do you guys think, man? I just want to say thank y'all for watching and thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, we just passed 2K subs about a couple of days ago, and I just want to say thank you guys to all of my loyal viewers, man. Means the world to me, and you know, without you guys, this channel would not be as active as it is. So I just want to say thank you guys, and here we are back with another build, this Mitsubishi EVO VI. So let's jump up in here and do some custom upgrades. First and foremost, obviously, we need to check out our engine options. Now, I don't know what kind of motor is in this stock, but we have a couple options. Obviously, the 6.2 liter V8 or the 1.6 liter inline 4 turbo. With this build, I'm thinking we are going to leave the stock powertrain just because we do enough conversions on this channel as it is, and obviously because we are going to do a rally build with this one, I would like to see it all-wheel drive. So we're going to go ahead and leave our conversions the way that they are. Now let's check out our options for front bumpers. Now, I am kind of digging those, ooh, it's got that little intake inlet there. I like that, but I'm feeling these little bug eyes that it got going on here, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on a second. Already installed. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add the Forza bumper. So we got the little splitters going on there, little tow hook. I'm thinking that's looking a little more rally-like. So let's go ahead, check out our options for spoilers, and holy cow, I have not seen this many spoilers, this many options for spoilers in a game like this, or in a car for this game. Let's check them out here. I'm kind of, you know what, because it's rally, I'm thinking we should have a spoiler. Normally I would do a spoiler delete. I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to leave the stock one on there, man. I like the way that it looks. Let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, hoods, we're going to have a couple of options here, so let's check them out. I'm kind of digging that carbon fiber. Let's go ahead and drop that carbon fiber on there. Don't always get the carbon fiber options on there, so when we do, I like to use them. And obviously, we are going to have to do some tires. Now, normally, if this was a rally build, I would go ahead and throw some rally tires on here, but because this is going to be used mostly on the street, I'm going to put the race tire compound. It's going to be around, you know, based around a rally car, but it is going to be used on the street. I can't lie. So obviously, we're going to upgrade the tire width, front and back. Oh, go ahead and install that right now. And let's check out some wheels. Now, for the Mitsubishis, I know that the BBSs come stock on a lot of these cars, so we are going to go ahead and follow that trend, looking like 2 options for the BBSs, but I'm thinking these are looking pretty good. Look very nice, nice and wide. Gonna look nice and flush once we lower this beast. Do we have an option to big up that rim size to an 18? What do you guys think? Nah, you know what? I'm gonna leave them 17s. 18s are just getting a little too much into the rice factor, so we're gonna go ahead and leave that the way that it is. Obviously, we gotta upgrade that clutch, and obviously that transmission's gonna get a little bit of work. I'm gonna go ahead and put the street transmission on here. You know what, screw it, man. Let's put the rally transmission on this beast because this is gonna be a rally build. See what that does for our gear ratio here. Put on that race drive line, and obviously the differential, just in case we want to drift with this beast, man. You guys already know how it goes. And obviously we need to big up those brakes. And normally, like I say, we'd put on that rally suspension, but because I want this to be low and flush, we are going to go ahead and do the race springs and dampers. And we are going to stiffen everything up, obviously with some anti-roll bars. Now, normally I would stiffen up the whole suspension, but you guys are going to see a little later on that I'm not going to do that with this car. I'm actually going to leave the suspension a little bit soft so that it can go off-road. Now, if you stiffen up your suspension and you put it, and you take it off-road, that stiff suspension is really going to bounce, and the car tends to spin around and flip and do all kinds of weird stuff that it really is not supposed to. So I'm going to show you guys how to avoid that while keeping the car low. So obviously you guys know we have to put on that race intake, and I'm thinking because this is going to be a rally build, we are going to max this engine out. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if we do get to a point where we are getting to the top of the S1 class, which it's looking like we'll probably, you know what, I'm going to keep this at the top of S1 class just because I don't think we're going to max out the S2 class with this motor. So we are going to say 900 performance points, ladies and gentlemen. I think that will be an adequate build, and it'll still be usable for when we get out on the drag strip. So let's go ahead. Obviously, if we're doing the turbos, we need to do that intercooler and the oil and cooling. And I'm going to leave the cams the way that they are in this one. Now, normally I would put a camshaft on here. As you guys can see, get a lot more range in the RPMs. But for this build, I'm going to leave that stock, and that will allow us just to fine-tune everything else to where we want it. So let's go ahead, upgrade those valves. 894 performance points. The displacement, I'm going to leave the way that it is. And stock pistons and compression, beautiful. That will top us out right at 900 performance points, and I am happy with that setup. This should be a completely usable build. You know, should still be very usable once we get out racing some other S1 class cars. So what I'm going to do here is obviously check out our gearing, because we do have that rally transmission. Now, as you guys can see, the top speed is a little bit lower than I would like. So what I'm going to do is just make the adjustment here, see if we can top it out around 300 kilometers an hour. I think that will be good. Let's see, 284. And that is still 284. What does that do for our acceleration, though? 2.7. So it's looking like that top speed is going to stay around 280 kilometers an hour, which we may be able to adjust with this 6th gear. Let's just see here. 274. So that's actually not helping us at all. That is definitely not helping. So we're going to go ahead and leave it the way it is now. We're going to go out for a test drive and see. We may have to put on a sport transmission maybe, just because I know that these rally transmission geared more towards fast acceleration as opposed to the top speed, but that's okay. Now what we're going to do is, like I say, we want everything to be nice and soft because I want it to be able to go off-road. So what we're going to do is just soften up our anti-roll bars. Now normally if this was a straight street build, you guys would see me stiffen this up. Springs, I'm going to soften up as much as possible. This will give us a nice wide range. Now the anti-roll bars should help it from swaying back and forth under heavy turning, but we are also going to lower it. And of course, you guys saw we did have the differential on here, so if we want the option, we can adjust this a little more to the rear or a little more to the front, depending on what you guys like. But for now, I'm going to leave it 50-50 and apply it and see how it drives. So let's back it on up here. That thing is looking so dope. Let's back it on up and go into our designs and paints. Now, because this is a rally build, obviously let's check out some of the designs that Forza has made. Lots of rally builds here, as you guys can see. Lots of very slick, cool cars. But what I am thinking is we are probably going to put on maybe a solid... Ooh, I like that camo, man. I like that camo. I'm thinking maybe a solid color for this one. So let's go ahead and paint the car. To be honest, I really do like the way that that white paint looks. So we might just end up leaving it, man. Let's see. The wheels obviously have to be blacked out. And that spoiler. All right, let's take a look here and paint up some of our body. Now, black, also a very sleek looking car. Color, I should say. Your boy be talking too much of that ish. Ooh-wee! I'm liking that. I am thinking that is going to be our color. So let's go ahead, save that to the current car. Now, a few things that I would like to see vinyl wrapped here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that right in 2 seconds once this biatch gets loaded up here. Very happy to see this, that I won this car first thing in the morning here. You know, just a great car to start the day off. So first and foremost, what I am going to do, as you guys can see between the taillights, there is a little bit of some yellow section here that I would like to see blacked out. So what I'm going to do, size it up here. Now, this is just something that I'm doing for my own personal taste, ladies and gentlemen. I do like to see some sort of, you know, wraps going on here. This is something that you'd see on a lot of, like, muscle cars, maybe a lot of Mustangs, where they got the little black section, the little back section of the bumper blacked out there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on this car. And we got a little bit of a yeah, let's go ahead and black out that diffuser. So you guys already know how it's going down. Nice, simple build to start out the day. If you guys have enjoyed this video at any point in time, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me, man, because we got all kinds of videos coming, and, you know, just helps out the channel immensely when we see those likes and gets our videos into the recommended section of YouTube. You guys already know what's up. So we're going to go ahead and center this up. As you can see, looking slick. That is pretty much all that I wanted. A little bit of yellow with the is that orange, orangey yellow with the black accents, and it is looking sick, man. So let's back it on up here, and what we're gonna do is take this little biatch for a test drive and see how she runs. If you guys have any suggestions for builds, or you would have liked to see me do something a little bit different in this one, let me know down in the comments section. We always take your suggestions seriously. And this thing is looking clean, man. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about that black stripe, looking kind of bandity, but now that I see it out here in the real world, I have to say I may go back and take it out, but who knows. But first and foremost, let's just get this thing out on the road and get a nice little taste of how she sounds. Oh, you can see that motor through the hood. I like that. To be honest, turbo is very quiet. Oh my god, there's some serious turbo lag there as well. Just take this in here. Watch this RPM drop. Oh no! Why? Ooh! Now, once she gets going, not too much turbo lag, but that initial, oh, just sounds beauty. Look out! Drift tap. Now, to be honest, this rally transmission, very tight, very close gear ratioed. Love the sound of this thing. Now, we did a EVO 10, I believe, on the channel a couple days ago now. Very similar in, you know, style, to the fact that they don't make too much noise. Turbo noise, at least. All you can hear is just a lot of wind. Not really any blow-off valve noise from this car. See if we can get her sideways. Ooh! Thing sounds beauties. Like I say, this thing I think is going to be very usable. Obviously not going to be a very good drift car because of that huge lag that we have launching in first gear. But nonetheless, once it gets going, definitely pulls like a mug. Now, after the camera's off, I may experiment with different transmissions on here.
One of Horizon's top drivers is in the
Where they
area.
at, though?
I've marked
Where they
the
at, though?
position on your GPS, if you'd like to challenge them to a head-to-head.
Boom! Rally! Speaking of rally, let's take her off-road. As you guys can see, lots of suspension travel. Now, if I had my suspension super stiff, you'd see this car bouncing a lot more as we're crossing over these different terrains. But because we have everything nice and soft, it actually floats really well. Now, a lot of the races in Horizon are going to be off-road, or it's going to go to the road and then off-road, you know what I mean, back and forth. So if that's the case, what I would suggest is that you guys definitely soften up your suspension. Oh, we still flipped it though. Still flipped it. Look at that beautiful undercarriage. Now, normally softer suspension is going to prevent stuff like that from happening. Obviously, for sure, raising the ride height of your car is also going to help. Now, I have this thing slammed to the ground. It's where, you know, the frame and the bumpers and stuff tend to dig into the ground, which is what causes those kind of flips. So if you're having too much trouble with your car bouncing, keep that in mind. Let's get back on road here. Go for a nice little rip. Now, as you guys can see, once we get on the gas, just a beautiful, beautiful sound. Ooh, let's jump up in here. The stockyards, go for a little bit of a rip. See how she does with some free roam drift action. Obviously, I'm going to hit the only pole in the whole place. And fucking up there just a little bit more. Definitely feeling this car as a rally build. See if we can get some big spins happening here. Oh, that shit'll make you dizzy, man. Damn, son. This thing is a gem. I am completely pleased with this build. Like I say, one thing that I may switch up, just that transmission there, but aside from that, this thing is ready to race. Now, I would definitely not recommend a rally transmission for drag racing. But as far as rallying goes, this thing is clean. Passing that McLaren with no sweat. The transitions, very easy to do, man. Very easy to maintain. I'm sorry, guys. Usually I would stop the video and take my picture a little sooner than this, but I'm just having too much fun with this build. What I'm thinking, we are probably going to put an end to this video. But while we're ahead type scenario, you guys already know how we do. So with that being said, once again, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, like I say, smash that thumbs up button for your boy. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we got all kinds of videos coming out on the regular. If you guys want to play some Xbox with me, make sure you drop your gamer tag down in the comments section, and or add me up at DONSQUALE, and we will, you know, we gonna play some Xbox, man. So with that being said, I'm thinking this is gonna be the end of this video. You guys let me know what you thought of this build. I know it was a little crazy, something a little bit different, but nonetheless, I'm thinking that's gonna be the end of the video. So I just want to say thank y'all for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.